And today we're talking about cyber insurance. So we just had a technical difficulty a minute ago. I am here in Tropical Fargo, where our offices are. Kelly's in his office in the Detroit suburbs, and had a power surge. So we are going to hop back on, talk about cyber insurance. You can't keep a good man down, right? So Kelly, we talked a little bit earlier, a little bit about the background of your company. So let's just start there again. How long have you been in business at NTM? And then we'll talk about and transition into cyber insurance.
Yeah, I'll apologize to anybody that's watched this, but we're two handsome men, so why not get us back on live?
Yeah.
So take two. Thank you, Dave. And yeah, you can't stop us.
Mm-mm.
So NTM's been in business since 1997. We started as a company called Venture Datacom, and then I started a company called Kelly Communications. We merged, and now we're National Technology Management. And 1997, 25 years next year. And as I said in the last video, is that Google started in 1998, so we're older than Google. So
Nice. We're older than Sergey Brin, Larry Page, the founders of Google. I love it.
I could only wish to be as successful or as make as an impact as them.
Right.
Sans the censoring, though, we're wide open here at NTM. You want to go?
Absolutely.
You want to go naked? Go naked.
Yeah, love it. So Kelly, today we're going to do these every Friday morning. So if you're watching today in your Detroit suburb or Detroit area business or Ohio area business, and you want today's best tips, strategies, and tactics on how to solve a lot of physical security and IT issues for your company, tune in every Friday at 9 Eastern, where we have the Technology Corner with Kelly at NTM. So Kelly, we're talking about cyber insurance today, and we touched on some of the nuances of it earlier. But just to bring us back, what is cyber insurance and what does it do?
Okay, so cyber insurance is basically any technology insurance that you have to have for your company. There's a misnomer out there that if you have an IT company, that you're covered on the IT company's insurance, and you're not. Believe me, we just negotiated our insurance. I had it sitting on my desk, and I must have handed it to our controller. We just redid our insurance, and it does not cover our customers. No insurance company would do that. So if you have any kind of IT claim whatsoever, and you don't have cyber insurance, they're going to decline it. Okay. So definitely speak to your insurance agent and say, hey, if I get this nasty ransomware, if I have, heck, even if you have a flood and it takes out your servers and you don't have cyber coverage, they're going to deny that claim. And boy, have we seen some crazy weather here in Michigan and all across the country, as a matter of fact. So just call your insurance company and make sure that they have it. It's very nominal. Actually, the insurance that we have to have as an IT company it's expensive, but it's not as expensive as one would think. But the companies that are offering it are dropping by precipitously a lot, because this is just happening, and somebody wants somebody to blame. Everybody wants somebody to blame, and they keep coming after the IT companies, which is fine. This is why we're in business.
Yeah.
My competition is they're great guys. Everybody's great people, and they do their best. And that's what insurance is for, unfortunately, and that's why they want to decline your claim. So reach out to your adjuster. Make sure you got cyber insurance, not only for the bad actors, but just to cover your computers in the event of a loss in any respect.
Yeah. So what does it cover? So if you have a cyber insurance policy, like say I'm a manufacturing business in Birmingham or whatever, and we lose a bunch of PCs or a bunch of hardware, whatever that looks like, especially cyber insurance. What does cyber insurance actually cover for a business?
Well, I can't speak for every insurance company. I can speak for ours. Like I said, we just negotiated ours. And literally, if you say computer technology, anything, it falls under cyber. Everybody immediately thinks cyber. They think cyber crime. They think ransomware, but it can mean anything computer. It could mean your computer, your server died and you weren't able to recover it, or you had to send it away to scrape the data off of it. And that costs several $1,000s. They'll pay for that. Now, there's always a deductible. So beware your deductible and keep that as low as possible. But Again, insurance is in case of emergency break glass. It's like your homeowner's insurance. Everybody has homeowner's insurance. If you have anything expensive, you have a ring, you have a watch, you have jewelry, you have to name that as something else that's on your policy, so they can, of course, charge for it, but they also know that it exists. And so you got to do the same thing with computers. I think most people have it, but there's still a few out. Again, I want to reiterate, if you have an IT company, do not think that you are covered by their policy, because you are not. I did run into an instance where an IT company, a competitor of mine, told their customer they were covered under his policy. And then with just a very simple and easy things to show us the certificate of insurance, and we were able to poke holes in that. Again, that's an exception, not the rule. I really do believe, because I believe everybody is honest in this world. I do believe they thought that to be true, and it was a great learning experience that it wasn't. And I was able to cover them and protect them. And I love helping people out. I wasn't trying to make them look bad or anything, but hey, in the end, they got it now. Everybody's covered, and life is good.
Yeah.
And so what else do you want to talk about?
Yeah. So talk to me a little bit about, you said bad actors. So define bad actors for a business that may not know what that looks like.
Well, what we're seeing a lot of right now, and again, I want to, for those of you who saw the video earlier, I want to make sure I'm not sitting here telling you, oh, beware of cyber criminals, beware of ransomware. I'm not here to scare you. It is not the end of the world. At NTM, we have a multi-layered approach. Most IT companies have it covered, but we highly recommend you run a test, and you make them prove to you and show you what the steps are they're taking to protect you against bad actors. Bad actors can mean anything. Everybody thinks it's when they receive that email that's in their name. That's called spoofing. That's nothing. That's you just delete it. You don't act on it. There's a lot of phishing where they're trying to get you to click on links, but for the most part, they're trying to get into your systems to hold them hostage and elicit money out of you. But there's some little nuances that they're doing, which is a lot of times they're sitting in there watching you for a long period of time to see, can they get your customers? Can they get your vendors? What's their next victim? So they can make this even better. And then they drop back and encrypt all your files and get you with the ransomware. So they get double bubble, if you will. And sometimes they'll send out fake invoices on your behalf. They'll send out, after they're in your email system, they'll send out an email to your vendors that says, please change our ACH to this. And some people will do it without even picking up the phone.
I know, right?
Again, use common sense.
Yeah.
But when in doubt, pick up the phone. The phone is good. We all have them. They're right here.
Yeah. So the bad actors are bad guys, right? Essentially, and whoever that bad guy might look like.
Hey, don't be sexist. There's women that are bad too. Actually, I don't even know, but IT is a very male-driven organization. But here at NTM, we got a bunch of several amazing women, and so bad actors don't have to be men, but they are just people that have bad, malicious intent, and all they really want, they're actually good people. They're just making a living off of a really bad situation. So
bad people doing it the bad way, in other words.
Yeah, they're trying to cause bad.
So you talked earlier, before we had the tech issue, and the power went out at my place. What does it look like when they get hit? You talked about Bitcoin, and they have to usually pay a ransom. So if they have cyber insurance, great, they're protected. If they get hit with ransomware, they have to pay a payment to a bad guy or bad person via Bitcoin. What does that look like?
Well, not many people have been in a situation where their files were encrypted. And I don't want to specifically talk about that in foreshadow, because it's an uncomfortable situation, and nobody, we've had to negotiate it once, and it was for a new customer that came to us and said, Kelly, what do I do? All of our files are encrypted, and how do you learn anything? You do it once. So we engaged in negotiations. We're able to get their ransomware in half. We so luckily have cryptocurrency. So we were able to pay for it and step in and negotiate and take care of everything. And once we were able to get the file. These happen to be very good, honest, if you will, cyber criminals, and they gave us the key and it unencrypted everything, and we immediately slammed the door on them, shut it off, and literally detached the network and then redid everything for them overnight and brought them back up working the next day, covered. Good. Now, I do want to say, normally I don't want to pay the ransom, but this wasn't a customer of NTM's, so I didn't have access to backups. I didn't have the multi-layers of security that our customers achieve or enjoy, I should say. Yeah. So they were with another IT company, and there was nothing we could do other than pay it and literally cross our fingers. Yeah. But it's like I said, a lot of times a company doesn't have a clue. They're Googling cyber criminals, and they're going to call a negotiator who's going to charge you tens of thousands of dollars to get you out of that predicament. And then you got to go and get a Bitcoin, which is running $46,000. So, the government's going to want to know where the 46 grand come from. How do you transfer 46 grand when your computer's, hopefully you got a computer that's not encrypted that you can freaking go and move money, or you run into the bank and making that change. Think of all the steps, and those are the things I want to talk about. Like years ago, we had a blackout here in the Midwest. And at the time, I always used my debit card for everything. And the blackout, you couldn't get money. So now I carry cash. It's you learn from your mistakes. And one of them is, hey, if I do everything on my work computer, or I have all my passwords saved, or my banking account, how are you going to open a crypto wallet to even buy Bitcoin?
Can't.
The answer is you can't. Right. So you got to go hire somebody that's going to take it, and then they're going to charge you. So your cost just keeps going up, and your head just wants to explode. Yeah. And it just sucks. And it can be all avoided by just vetting your IT partner and doing a test of. We had a company come in and run us through a mock ransomware. It was really eye-opening, and we killed it. It was a big company. I can't use their name, but it was a big company and a big customer, well known, that ran us through the exercise, and we passed with flying colors and had everything documented, and everything worked perfectly. And we said, you know what? We now make that a standard where we test those DR solutions quarterly for all of our clients. So it's an ongoing battle. And you know what? Just when you think you got it, they come up with something new to get to you. So we have a multi-layered approach. It's pretty simple, but still robust. It works. But I just wanted to educate people that it isn't as simple as, hey, your files get encrypted, you give them a bunch of money and you get it back. It is an ongoing process. It is all done over email, and which is also a thing. Like, again, you're encrypted, so they only leave one channel open, and they're not in any kind of hurry. Right. That's the other thing about it, is you can't be in a hurry, because then they know how bad they got you.
Yeah, it's not like robbing a bank. I gotta believe
it is literally
they're in and out.
The highest stakes game of poker you've ever seen. The first thing you tell them is, we're good, we got backups, have fun, and then you wait. And it gets weird. But let's just avoid it. We can avoid it through proper backups, proper updates, and AI-based EDR, which we have. NTM has that, and I don't need to go into that. Everybody says that they have it, but make sure that we provide reports for our clients monthly that show, we in fact do what we say we're going to do. So love it. There's some competition in there that don't have the resources that we do. They don't have the funding that we do, and don't have the shield to know that we got our people protected. Love it. And I want to work in there too. I think I said it, but I'm not sure. NTM has several cryptocurrencies sitting here in case of emergency.
Awesome.
So if you got it and you get it, call us and be patient. We will bust our hind parts. It won't be cheap, but we will get you unstuck and we will protect you going forward, and you'll never be in that situation again. And then we'll walk you through how to claim it all on insurance, providing you have your insurance, that offering. If not, get ready to write to $60,000-$70,000 check. Hopefully
Yep.
you got it.
Yeah. We don't want them to do
And
that.
don't think it can't happen to you, no
'Cause it
matter
can.
how small or how big you are. These people love the little guys.
Yep.
Dave, you're 10-person company or less than 10-person. They love that. They
Yep.
love getting it. They'll get a quarter of a Bitcoin out of you, and they'll use that to fund go against the big people.
Yeah.
You're the people that fund the big, massive ones that they get.
Yeah.
So don't think for a second you're too small. The smaller ones are the easiest ones.
Good
In
stuff.
fact, we've seen it where they've infiltrated and watched for so long that they literally, the company that I had a friend, this is not an NTM customer, I had a friend that didn't call us, called a cyber specialist who got him through everything, got him onto the software, paid the ransom. It was a terrible process. And then he said, Kelly, will you come in and vet this? I vetted it. I called their cyber company, their software company.
Yeah.
And the bad actors actually had their name and email address to be notified if there was an issue.
Crazy.
So they were still in there, and this company paid well over $50,000, was down for 2 weeks, and the guys were still in there, and I caught it.
Crazy.
So they are slick. This is all they do.
Yeah. So we're going to wrap this up today. Join us next week, everyone, as we talk about technology, tips, tricks, and strategies for your business here at the Technology Corner at 9 a.m. Eastern every Friday. Kelly, this has been a wonderful spend of my time learning about cyber insurance and why businesses need it. So if they need help with crafting a cyber insurance plan or a process, it sounds like you guys have a plan and a process to help them, and they should contact you, right?
Absolutely. Both
okay.
Prior to getting it, or if you're getting,
Cool.
We're in a unique situation. And if they get ransomware, call us. We're not going to charge a premium. I have too much compassion. I'm not going to say, oh, you're gonna give me $25,000. No, we're going to get you unstuck, and we're going to help you out. It's a terrible situation, and we're going to help. We care.
Good.
So,
you guys,
hey, Dave, real quick, what's next week's topic about?
We will send out next week's topic on social and via email. So stay tuned to our Facebook page and our YouTube page. And Kelly, where can people learn a little bit more about NTM?
The website is www.trustntm.com. TrustNancyTomMichael.com. And we're available all the time. And our phone number is 248-658-0830.
Awesome. Thanks, Kelly.
Have a great day.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.